So Hell's Paradise released its first episode today. It's really good, man. Mappa started off with their logo, but just the animation on the Mappa logo was freaking insane, bro. They were flexing how many animators they have inside of their basements working overtime. I would not want to work as a Mappa animator. You could not pay me enough for that. Hell's Paradise manga has received a lot of attention. It's fast-paced, it's got really good action, and it's got characters that you actually genuinely enjoy, and Mappa encapsulated all of that into its very first episode. Let's start this episode review. As with any great beginning, the anime starts off with Gabimaru about to be beheaded, but little do you know, the katana breaks on his neck. For someone that is willing to die, as he states multiple times in the very first episode, it seems he still has the will to live. They tried chopping his head off, burning him at the stake, and even boiling him alive, and none of these skills seem to work, and in between each of these, there was a girl talking to him, wanting to know more about his story, asking him what his life was like, and we find out more and more about Gabimaru's backstory and how he was betrayed by the Iwagakure village, and it was by his father-in-law, no less. He was one of the best assassins in the entire village, so much so that the chief granted him his daughter's hand in marriage. Gabimaru was such a great assassin, they called him Gabimaru the Hollow because he had no feelings inside. He wanted to escape the killing. He wanted to live a life with his wife. He wanted to escape to where he could have a family, as anybody would want, but the chief wanted him to continue doing his bidding. As I mentioned earlier, a girl was recording his past. She was writing down everything that he told her in between each of his executions that failed, and she finally came to the conclusion that he wants to live. There's an underlying part of him that does not want to die, no matter how much he spouts wanting to die. Since all execution attempts have failed, they bring him to a Seimon, who is a girl that has been recording his life to this point. She is apparently a master executioner, a master of the blade, if you will. She gives him an opportunity to go to Hell's Paradise. They have found an island that is rumored to have the elixir of immortality, but all the groups that they sent there have all returned back with flowers underneath their skin. They are in a vegetative state and pretty much everyone has died. So what the ruler of the land has done is said, find people that are sentenced to death and send them to the island. We want good people that are expendable, for lack of a better word. And she says, Gabimaru, you are the perfect person for this. You are someone that has been sentenced to death but refuses to die. The person who brings back the elixir of immortality is absolved of all their crimes and gets a full pardon, which means Gabimaru could live happily with his wife. So it's safe to say the very first episode gave us a ton of story mechanics that they can build off of for the anime. It encapsulated everything we saw in the beginning of the manga and put it into a perfect episode. Mappa put over 20 different animation directors for this very first episode, and it's crazy because if you take a look at one of the scenes with the flames, it looks like a cartoon drawing of flames has been animated directly from a manga panel into the anime. So far, the attention to detail in this anime just off of the first episode means it's going to be absolutely fantastic. It has an opening song and an ending song that you just don't skip. They stick with you. I mean, the ending sequence by itself stirs up enough emotions to almost make you want to cry. But what else can you expect from the last anime of the Dark Trio? That's it for today, guys. Subscribe, you fucking weebs. I'm out.